All right, geoengineering. This is going to be a lengthy video here connecting the dots to the snow situation that we have as of late. And mind you, when you touch on a situation in a subject like geoengineering, chemtrails, cloud seeding, anything like that, the trolls come out the woodwork. And everyday people are seeing that. They're getting attacked like, where the hell is all this negativity coming from? It's the paid opposition. And there's big names with hundreds of thousands of subscribers on YouTube that are here to push this disinformation. There's other people that used to stand for information like this. That's Dutch, even though some of you may not like him. Regardless of that, so maybe some of you do. He took on an onslaught over his work of attacks. With cloud seeding, weather modification, and stuff like that. They will come out the woodwork to attack you. And they're doing so, taking shots at me, courageous nerds, and others for trying to put out the truth. And he ain't going to stop us. Now, for those of you that have deviled into this realm before, you should be hip to the fact that there is cloud seeding, weather modification, HAARP, all of this. For those of you not, well, let me show you. The Chinese are a little more open about this. They create artificial snowstorms by cloud seeding, weather manipulation. They also warn that tampering with Mother Nature too much is dangerous. The United States, on the other hand, sees it as a weapon and uses it as such. Now, what are in these chemtrails that they're spraying in the skies? Well, they're nanofibers, and they're saying that these nanofibers may prove to be a higher health risk than asbestos. You got that? And that's what's coming out of these chemtrails, folks. Now, moving on to geoengineering. When you get a look into chemtrails, you're not even going to find a name by definition. It's automatically going to be attached to the word conspiracy, and that's exactly what they want. They've got people's brains so numbed that when they hear the word conspiracy, then it has to be you're a kook. They don't want to be anywhere around it or to touch it. No, that's fine. I'm used to it. I live in this realm. And trying to make other people more comfortable to opening up to the truth is what I'm here to do. And take your shots. Took them plenty. Take plenty more. It is the spraying of these chemicals into the air by these planes that you guys know as chemtrails. You see them crisscrossing the skies. What the hell are they spraying up there, man? They've been doing this for the past decade. And what's coming out of them is a mix of chemicals that include nanobarium, nanoaluminum, coated fiberglass, which is known as chaff, radioactive thorium, cadmium, chlorium, nickel, desiccated blood. Yes, all of this has been found. Mold spores, yellow fungal, mycotoxins, ethylene, dibromide, and polymer fibers, nanopolymer fibers. All of these small particles are what's coming out of these chemtrails. So we'll start there. That's what's being artificially put into our atmosphere. Okay? Now, you've seen China's done it. You know the United States is filling the skies with chemicals. So they cloud seed as well. It's no secret. If you want to get caught up to speed and you're not sure from this point of this video, go and do your research on cloud seeding. It is very real. They've done it for years. It goes back before some of you may even been born. They were experimenting with this. High levels of aluminum and barium, heavy metals. And I'll leave links as always so you guys can come and check this out. But what is very interesting is the endothermic reaction. This is just like an explosion. All right? An endothermic reaction is the opposite of an exothermic reaction. Okay? When an exothermic reaction happens like an explosion, energy is released. Okay? An endothermic absorbs all of this heat, all this energy out of the atmosphere and the precipitation. So you've basically got this cloud that is coming in with an endothermic reaction in the atmosphere that is sucking up all of everything. Do you got that? That same cloud is rolling on down through yonder and eventually going to dump precipitation. Okay? Well, they've tested the water even in California where they have almost hardly any aluminum on the ground in these same metals, and they've asked the $1 million question, where is it coming from? They're trying to blame it on China all the way across the ocean. When they're like, you're telling me it's from China when you can't even tell me what's coming out of these chemtrails in the skies above us every day, they know something's up. No one will answer the question. They never will. And when you dabble in this field, you're going to constantly get attacked. For those of you that are awakening, this is very interesting because you all have a right to know what's going on around you. Okay? They have been spraying us with these microscopic particles, okay, in the atmosphere for a long time. They are using this with metals in it to be able to use things like HARP, okay, to create weather patterns. I put out a video a long time ago, proof they attacked the Philippines. Yes, they did. They are using HARP. Just like many believe they used HARP to attack Japan and cause a big quake. We are due for another big event, folks. Whether people got their eyes on Sochi and the Super Bowl, they're having a good old time with this weather modification. I'd be keeping a close eye on it as well, because when they hit countries with this, even their own country, Sandy, okay, Katrina, they vamp up these hurricanes, these storms. People have no clue. You have no way of proving it. You just know that something's not right. Well, I'd go with your gut, okay, because 9 times out of 10 it's going to be right. Now, what is interesting here is this jet stream is dipped way further down south. And if you control that jet stream, you control the weather patterns. Okay? They figured this out. They created HARP. Now, the problem I have with this is HARP has fell into the hands of one of the most evil companies on the planet, Raytheon. They own the HARP patent. Okay? Now, they use this to attack the jet stream in certain areas where they can move the areas and they can project the temperatures in different locations. That's why this most recent winter storm came in and you had record highs in Alaska at the same time. You have it snowing in Texas and 90 degrees in Florida. These are the results of geoengineering and HARP and weather modification. So, you could see that all of this has fell into the hands of the world's most evil people. And they obviously do not have good intentions in helping us. Because if that was the case, then we'd be seeing it. They could create good weather patterns instead of massive hurricanes and stuff like that. I'll leave links, as always, and some of these got some good charts that you want to check out. But like I said, when it comes down to trying to understand what is in the snow that you're seeing here, why it smells like burnt plastic, well, I think it's pretty simple. Okay? After everything I've just showed you, there's no secret what they're spraying. It's in the atmosphere. They are particles, nanofiber particles. And yes, I'd say that when mixed in with these ice crystals, it's going to make it melt different, look different, have different effects because it's got nano fibers and they're trying to bind it together. So instead of you're sitting there trying to burn the snow maybe and you're waiting for that water to drip off, maybe it's binded together so much that it's not giving it a chance to even roll off. It's catching it. And while it's still sitting there, then it's evaporating more. Maybe that's why it's not puddling. But in the same instance, there's no excuse around it. For the next person you hear that tries to tell you that your lighter fluid, your butane from your lighter fluid, is causing the smell, from here on out, folks, you've been proven different. You better take them people to the house. You better take them to school and let them know what's up, because people have done this experiment with paper, matches, different type of matches, Zippos, butane lighters, wood that's on fire, torches, all kinds of different methods, and it's the same smell. So that goes out the window. So when these shills and trolls try to come attacking next time, sit back and listen to them run their mouth about everyone in the snow and watch how bad they make an ass out of themselves. Even attacking their own subscribers, calling them idiots, and they don't care, laughing at everyone. But yet they offer you no proof. All they want to say is, oh, you're an idiot. You didn't know that you could light snow and it just evaporates. and it's the butane from your lighter you're smelling. You idiots. You idiots. It's going to make everybody look like they're idiots. You know who that guy is. I'd unsubscribe quick unless you want your mind boxed in. That's exactly where they want to keep you. Why do you think he's sitting at the top selling his books the way he is? Right. You ain't going to catch me selling no books. Okay? I ain't here for that. I'm here for this information. And like I said, this geoengineering, weather modification information is the type of information that gets attacked. So this aluminum, barium, and these nanofibers that they are finding in the snow, in the rain, that is what you are smelling. I'm going to say 100% when you were burning the snow and smelling that plastic smell. I've got different people out there that have gotten samples and are trying to take them to labs to get further testing done. As I get those results, I'll make sure I share them. But I just wanted to connect the dots, guys, from the chemtrails to the cloud seeding to the snow in your front or backyard. And I would not be melting down this snow for consumption. Eyes open.